everyone, my name is Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a book haul. For the past month or so I've been collecting several books. I did place a pretty big order on Book Outlet. If you haven't heard of Book Outlet, I highly recommend this for very cheap alternatives to nice books. It is a online bookstore that sells used books, and they usually go for as low as like $3 a book to maybe as high as like $7 or $8 if it's a really good condition hardcover. But they also have like very recent releases and very popular books available that I just think is so great to take advantage of, and if you pay more than $35 you get free shipping. So it's just a great alternative to Amazon or to buying brand new books at the bookstore. You can get some used books for really cheap online with free shipping. I have a lot of books to go over today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I release new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The first book I got was this gorgeous paperback edition of Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. So I was actually very hesitant to read this book because I read her other trilogy, The Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and I don't think I liked that one. Looking back on it, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars on average, but I just don't look back on it and think oh, that was a good series. I don't think I liked it. So I was hesitant to go into another series by her, but I've heard so many good things about this book that I just have to give it a try. So we'll see how I like it, and I just love this edition of it. It's gorgeous. The next book I bought was An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. So she recently came out with another new book called Sorcery of Thorns. So this one's kind of been popular to talk about recently, and just based off of some recommendations I've seen online, I think I would enjoy this. It does have mixed reviews, so we'll see how I like it, but just based off of my own reading preferences, I think I'm really going to enjoy this. And it was a gorgeous hardcover version of this book that was available on Book Outlet for really cheap. So can't go wrong there. The next book that was available on Book Outlet, guys, I'm telling you, they have awesome selections. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo was on Book Outlet. And this is the hardcover. It's in great condition, and I think I got it for like $6 or $7. I'm really excited to read this. Leigh Bardugo's writing and characters are some of my favorites, so I can't wait. I really enjoyed the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I know right now people are coming out and saying that, they don't like it as much, that particular trilogy, and I get it. It's a little bit of a, cliches and tropes. It's got all of the typical YA fantasy tropes that either you love or hate, and I personally love. So I'm really excited to continue on with at least Nikolai's story in King of Scars. Next book that I got was The Dire King by William Ritter. This is actually the 4th and final book in what's called the Jacoby series, and I don't see really anyone talk about the Jacoby series. It's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes spinoff with a lot of paranormal aspects in it, and I enjoyed the first 3 books in this series. They're really short and quick reads, and they're really fun. They're just very quirky. I know his writing style isn't going to be for everybody, but I found it very creative and quirky, and I enjoyed them. They're, if you just need something light and kind of fun to read, they're nothing heavy, nothing big. So I'm really excited for this one because the 3rd book left off with a cliffhanger that really intrigued me. So this one I've been most excited to read in the series. And this cover is gorgeous. The next book, and this is the only book I have bought at full price because it's a brand new release, and that is This Tender Land by William Kent Kruger. This was the book that was voted on for my new release book to read in the month of September. This one, if I've described it on several videos, basically if you like Where the Crawdads Sing, people say that you'll also enjoy this. I loved Where the Crawdads Sing. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. So. This one is actually my next read, and that is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I'm trying to get through all of her books. I've only read Sharp Objects so far. This one sounds really scary, and I'm nervous. Like, it's already nighttime here, and like, do I want to start this tonight? If it's so scary and creepy, Gillian Flynn can really give me the heebie-jeebies, so I don't know. I think I'll try to toughen up and start this one tonight, so we'll see how that goes. The next book that I bought is the popular book that I need to read, and it was voted on by you all to choose which book that would be, and that's The Giver by Lois Lowry. I love these editions. I think they're gorgeous, and I got this for really cheap on Amazon. These versions especially are very cheap right now, so yeah, it's about time. This is a short book, so I think I'll get through it pretty quick, and I'm just really excited to read this. I'm actually going to do a vlog and a full review of this, kind of just like reading The Giver for the first time, because I can't believe I haven't read it yet, and I feel like everyone else in the entire world has. So if you're interested in seeing that vlog, let me know. I think I'm definitely going to do one for this book. The next book I bought is one that I've heard nothing but incredible reviews for, and that is Sadie by Courtney Summers. I'm usually not drawn to YA contemporaries or mysteries, but I've just heard so many people say such great things about this, and it was really cheap on Book Outlet, so pulled the trigger, I got it, and I'm really excited to read this one and see what all the hype is about. The next book I actually found on a discount at a local bookstore, and that is How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. I have not read anything by Matt Haig. I know he also wrote a book called The Humans that a lot of people like. I'm really excited to read this one. It's time travel. I love time travel, and I haven't actually read a whole lot of books that I liked the time travel aspect in them. So I usually like time travel in movies, and I'm just really looking for some good books with some time travel, so I'm hoping this is one of them. If you have any recommendations for books with time travel that you love, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm trying to find some. Another book that I got off of Book Outlet was Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've read The Unhoneymooners and Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren, and loved both. Unhoneymooners was a 4.5 stars for me. Josh and Hazel was 5, so I think I'm going to be reading every one of Christina Lauren's books, and this one was on Book Outlet for cheap, so this is the next book I will read. I also bought Cross Her Heart by Sarah Pinborough. So I actually read Behind Her Eyes by this same author, and I really enjoyed Behind Her Eyes. Was it the best written book in the world? No. Did the twist completely shatter my mind? Yes. It was the craziest twist I've ever read, so I'm definitely reading her other book, Cross Her Heart, because Behind Her Eyes was really impressive, and I personally really enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews out there, but I'm super glad I read it despite the reviews because I really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited for this one. Another book I bought that I will be trying to read this month is The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which is a cross between Groundhog Day and Clue. So, like Clue the board game. So, consider me intrigued. I'm really looking forward to this one, and I love this cover. Very excited. Last book I have, this has been a lot, is Final Girls by Riley Sager. I have not read any of Riley Sager's work, and I've heard nothing but rave reviews. So, once again, this is an author I'm really wanting to try and get into and see what all the hype is about. Final Girls was apparently one of the more popular of this author's works, so very excited to read this one. Really excited to get into her books. So that covers it. Here's all of the books together. That's a lot. And you guys, this was all like, I have a lot of books here, and it was all cheaper than like 80 bucks because of Book Outlet. So if you don't use Book Outlet already, this video isn't even sponsored. I just love Book Outlet so much. So if you don't use it, please take a look, and you'll probably find a lot of the books that you're looking for that are already on your TBR for really, really great prices. So highly recommend. That is how I buy the majority of my books. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it that thumbs up and subscribe. I release new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And until next time, bye!